Hi, this is my singly linked list. So here's the driver for it, and you can see, I'll go ahead and just run it real quickly. Here we go. So if you read through this right here, we're just demonstrating the insert, and then we copy it. Let's see, we pop the front and back, print it, we print the size, we we reverse it, and then we merge the two lists that we have into that list. So merge these two into that. And that kind of displays all of our methods running. So here's the actual class for the singly linked list itself. So we have our head and our tail. And then we actually define the node class in here. So it just has data and reference to the next node. And we have a constructor for a node, which just takes a value. That's a generic object. And then a constructor for our singly linked list, which takes nothing. See. Here's our copy constructor. So it takes a singly linked list and then sets the head of this to the head of the new one and then returns that. So that's a quick way to copy it. Pop front, we'll just move the head to the next node, effectively deleting the first one. And pop back will traverse the singly linked list, keeping in mind the one behind it until it reaches the end, and then it will send the current one to the previous one. Checking if it's empty. If head equals null, return true, else return false. Insert. This was the complicated one. So if the head equals null, then you set head to your new node, and then you set your tail to the head. And that kind of sets everything off. Otherwise, we create a new node with our value, and then we create a temporary of the head. So this temp now acts as a temporary copy of the linked list that we can do whatever we want to. Then when we're done, we can set this head to the temp and apply our changes. Then while temp is not equal to null, if the value of what we passed over is less than the value of the current temp, then temp, we create a new node. Yeah, so this is where we swap them around. So if the value is less, we create a temporary new node. We set the temp to the new node, we set the temp to the new node, which is the value that we passed. We set the next one to the temporary node. So we overwrite it and then move the one over. And then we set the head to overwrite the previous linked list with our new linked list. And then we're done. Otherwise, we just set the temp to the next temp and check if we need to do this process again until we either find it or we don't. So size is just gonna traverse the linked list and keep a count until we reach null and then return the count. Reverse. This one was weird to wrap my head around. So gonna take while the current is equal to null, we take a temporary called next, a temporary node called next, and set that to the next, and then we set the next to the previous, and the previous to the current, and the current to the next. So basically, we take three at a time, and we swap them around so that they're reversed, and we go all the way through the list like that. So the current, the next, and the previous, then we swap them to their proper places. And we have to do it in this weird way so that we don't ever override one thing while not having a reference to it, so that we don't lose data. And then we have merge, which isn't really, it's it isn't really complicated because all of the heavy lifting is just done by our insert method. So we just create a new singly linked list, and then we take the past list, and for each value in it, we insert that value. And then we take this list and insert every value in this list. And then insert will automatically arrange those correctly. And then we return the new list. And then print list just prints every node, just goes through every node, prints it along with the space, and that's it. Yeah, so that is how it works. Thank you very much for watching. Oh, one more. I forgot to mention the efficiencies. So the popping constructor is O to the 1, pop front, pop back. So that pop front's O to the 1, O to the N has to use a loop to traverse the thing, so it's O to the N. Empty is just O to the 1. Insert is O to the N. Size is O to the N. Reverse is O to the N. Merge is O to the N. And print list is O to the N. So now we're done. Thank you for watching.